besties, if you guys are interested in seeing how I do my meal prepping and my planning for my grocery store run, then make sure you stay tuned. Hey. Alright you guys, so I wanted to do a like what I and how I do my grocery store shopping, all of that stuff in one video. I thought it'd be kind of cool because you guys know I use a cash envelope system, which means I'm really on a budget. So your girl has to kind of be very mindful of how much I spend each grocery trip, but I do that by making sure, can you guys see me? Let me lift it up. Okay, here we go. It's a little there. Okay, so I do that by basically planning out my meals, and so I want to show you guys how I plan out my meals and then how I go online and I do my shopping there. And I do that because I have a lot of people ask me, well, you're paying $4.95. Well, I probably would have spent at least 10 to 15 to 20, sometimes even $30 more by going to the actual store, because sometimes I go when I'm hungry and I just get things, and then sometimes I take my kid and my kid wants all the things. He wants 5 different kinds of cereals and I don't have the heart to tell him he can't get the 5 different kinds of cereals that he wants. Currently have Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops sitting on top of my refrigerator at the moment because of that. But anyways, so I like to eliminate all of the extraness, and plus it's more convenient for me. I can get off of work and go pick up my groceries and come back home. And so now that I want to be more cognizant of that, and I'm trying to eliminate any extra spending in all areas of my life, especially with the holidays coming up. And so what better way than to do it with my groceries? So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you guys will enjoy it, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get in here and we're gonna do our meal prepping type of grocery shopping lists combined all together. And I do this because it helps me to eliminate spending extra money on my food and all of that. So when people think of meal planning, they think of just planning out your meals for the week, but I'm like a little bit differently. I have to do this in order for my grocery list not to be extreme, and then also to make sure that I'm not planning to quote unquote cook and then I know I'm not going to be at home. It just helps me to make better use of my time and all of that stuff. So what I have here are the Erin Condren meal prepping sheets. They come out of the meal prepping. I thought maybe I had the book somewhere over here. But she has a whole meal planning book. And so what I did was, of course, I cut it so that I can put them inside of my A5 because that's the whole thing. And on the, you get a front and a back sheet. So you have your shopping list here and your meal prep strategy, and then you have all of your days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both this sheet as well as my did I pre-plan for this week? Y'all, I did not even pre-plan for this week. Okay, so that's the thing. You're supposed to be pre-planned for this week. I did not realize I did not do that step of it. So anyways, I put the important things that I have going on, which that makes a lot of sense to do. So I'm going to go ahead. I have for sure have one more thing that I need to write in here. Just making sure we know Wednesday night we have Kingdom Finances. Okay. And then I already have the dinner on there. So I think I'm pretty much good. That was just the only thing that would have been missing to make me see things a little bit differently as far as cooking. Okay, so you would normally just take your meal prepping, your planning sheet, your pre-planning sheet, and use that as a guide for your meal prepping. So on Sundays, technically my week doesn't start until Monday, so I won't be using this one up here. So I'm just going to kind of put a line through that because my mind won't allow me to work that way if I like pretend like Sunday was coming. I just can't do it. All right, so for Monday for breakfast, I know we are going to do cereal or waffle. And this is our normal breakfast, so I'm gonna put that there anyways, because Bubba usually, he's a cereal and waffle person. And I can do cereal sometimes, but most of the time I'm usually doing a waffle if I don't do a bagel. But this particular case, I haven't got any bagels, so maybe I'll do some bagels this week when I go shopping. So we'll add in here bagel just in case. And what my goal is to not go to Cousins and buy any breakfast items from Cousins. Because I thought about it, and bacon can get quite expensive when you're doing it like that. So we'll do this again, and we'll put cereal, waffle, or a bagel. And sometimes I get in these moods where I want a bagel like so bad, and I'm like, ooh, this will be amazing, this is great, I want a bagel. But yeah, so for Monday, I'm going to say that Monday we have a game at 6 o'clock, and it's my brother's birthday. So this one is going to be a eat out day, which means I need to make sure that I pack my lunch to make myself more, more better. So what I'm going to do is up at the top, I'm going to do Bubba, and then I'm going to split that by me. And this just helps me to make sure I get him what he wants. And Bubba wants Lunchables, so this lets me know, like, if anything was coming up that he didn't have school that day or whatever, I would know I wouldn't have to worry about packing his lunch on a particular day. And you'll see here on Thursday, I won't be responsible for packing his lunch. That'll be it'll just be me. So that's kind of how I'll do that there. And then Bubba, and then me. Okay, so Bubba is gonna have a Lunchable, and I am going to do lasagna. And I get the Stouffer's lasagna packs, and I believe I have like 2 of those up in the thing, so I'm gonna get one of those. I need to get an air fryer for my job, like a little small one, so I can keep that there and then take like frozen foods that I want to fry. That would be awesome. That needs something I need to think about. Okay, so I'm gonna do Lunchables and lasagna. Then again, Bubba's gonna want Lunchables. At one point, he was having me make his lunch, and then I guess he saw someone with a Lunchable, and so now he's all about the Lunchables, and I'm here for it. So on Tuesday, I am probably going to, I'll be eating out for dinner, so I will have to make sure I cover lunch. Tuesday, I don't have anything in particular planned, so more than likely, I may be stepping out for lunch. So I think this will be the day that I get my Cafe Piazza pizza. And so this will not be a meal day. This will be my lunch, and this is $7, just so I have a mindfulness of to what I'm spending for the week. All right, and then we have dinner. So for dinner, Bub says he wants me to cook spaghetti. So we'll have spaghetti, and we'll have green beans, because that's what he likes, green beans, and we'll do some garlic toast. I do put meat in my spaghetti, so that's why you guys don't see like another meat there. Sometimes I'll do like fish, but when it's just me and Bub, we are really good with doing like spaghetti, green beans. We'll do corn sometimes, and garlic toast, and that's a meal. One thing I like to make note of is that I don't feel pressured to meal the way everyone else meals. And I know a lot of times the single moms, or in the South, you know, we kind of have this thing where we gotta do this and this, like, in order to make it a meal. Like, whatever a meal is to you and your kids, make that be your meal. Don't try to cook like your mom and them cooked, and then you got a whole bunch of food left over, all because you're trying to cook like them, when you could be making simpler meals, spending less money. I don't know who needed to hear that. Maybe it was just me. But it makes no sense to make these big, healthy, homegrown meals that you slave in the kitchen for 10-15 hours, and then only person eating it is you. Like, I just don't think that that's a thing. But again, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But just be mindful that that's a lot of where our extra money goes into, because unless you feel like eating that type of food several times and you overcook, like, it's a thing. So I do spaghetti because I can do spaghetti and cook a pot of spaghetti, and that'll last me for lunch the next day and possibly dinner, which I kind of like doing spaghetti on a Monday, because that'll last me till Wednesday. And then I can do Taco Tuesday, which, you know what, I think we're gonna have to switch. We'll switch Tuesday out and we'll do Taco Tuesday. I just did all of that because last week we were supposed to have Taco Tuesday, and we ended up nobody was at my brother's house when we got done with the game, and I was like, we're not finna sit around here and wait all of this time. So we're gonna do spaghetti on Thursday, which is fine. Okay, spaghetti, green beans, and then we'll do the garlic toast. Okay. All right, and then this will be Taco Tuesday. Do I have a sticker for Taco Tuesday? If not, I need to make me one. I need a Taco Tuesday sticker. This is so cute. Of all the things they don't have a taco. This is why Happy Planner be winning with their stickers, because Happy Planner be coming through with the stickers for your planner. And why am I stopping to do this? Because I'm extra. And when you're extra, you do things like stop and look for a freaking taco. Which there's a gold taco in here. This is so cute. I'm probably going to use this golden taco. I do have a food book over there somewhere, but the chances of me getting up and going and get that are slim to none. So with that, oh, maybe there's some color ones over here. There might have been some and I just didn't even look. Here I am with this whole taco. Let me see. Oh no, this is just shopping and grocery list. Okay. Alright, I'm making sure I ain't missing nothing because I don't see no color ones on here. It's meal planning. Okay, moving on. Back to the matters at hand. So we're going to put this little taco there because I can and I'm extra. Okay, so that's for Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, Bubba will do a Lunchable. And then I'm going to do leftover tacos. So that works for me. And then Wednesday is a church night. So normally Bubba goes and stays with his grandparents on Wednesday nights. And so with that, I'll probably be eating out, which I know that sounds horrible, depending on how late. But I like to plan for eating out. But if I have enough left over, I can do tacos again. Because that's not a problem for me. I actually love tacos. Okay, so then on Thursday, it's just me because, again, he spent the night at his grandparents' house, so I don't need a Lunchable for that day. So it's just me. So then I will do, what am I going to eat? I could either, see if I don't do, see, this will be, maybe I'll get something to make some sandwiches with, to make a sandwich, or just make enough of the tacos so that I have enough to last me through this day. I'm going to put this again. I'm going to do eat out or tacos because this depends on what I feel like when I get home. So I can usually stretch my meat. I do it into portions and that really helps a lot. So I think I can make that stretch. So anyways, we'll do spaghetti, green beans, and garlic toast. Then on Friday, he'll have his Lunchable. And then me, I'll have the spaghetti. And then for dinner, we'll probably do fish sticks, which we love. Trust me, this is not like a meal that I make just because I'm broke. It's not. It's actually a money saver and it's pretty good. So we do fish sticks. Sometimes I'll do like some rice. And that could be it. Some rice and a vegetable. So we'll put veggie there. And that's kind of how we'll make that work. Saturday mornings are made for cereal. For sure. Or we'll do a waffle. For lunch, we'll do hamburger helper. I don't think I have anything next Saturday, so we'll do hamburger helper, and then whatever we don't eat, we'll eat again, and then I'll figure out what I'll do for Sunday's meal on the next week's thing so that we have that all together. So now that we have our complete list here of what we're going to be doing, so we can tally up how many Lunchables we need to buy. So 1, 2... Is it Lunchables or Lunchable? Anyway, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 Lunchables. I'm going to go ahead and get 5. So we're going to put Lunchables. And I'm going to put the number 5 by there. And that just makes sure he has an extra one in case he wants to, you know, get something different. He gets the big kids Lunchables too, so that's kind of cool too. Alright, so this is 10, 20... 10-20. Okay, so we have our Lunchables, and then we need to make sure that we get some bagels. Add that to the list. We need to get another thing of waffles. because he eats 2 waffles at a time, so I get one of the 24 packs, and that lasts us a little bit longer than just buying a 12 pack. And he likes the cinnamon one, so that's a whole thing. Okay, so I have eat out, eat out, eat out. Yeah, so I have 4 eat outs, and that's a realistic plan for me. That way I know how to adjust my money. I have $50 that I can use for the whole entire 2 weeks, so we can see how we'll make that stretch. But usually I can make that like stretch a whole lot more. Okay, so for tacos we need ground beef, and we also need, I said ground beef, it's actually ground turkey, but for some reason I still call it ground beef. And I need it for the hamburger helper. I also need it for the spaghetti and the tacos. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 3 of these, and that will be enough for me. Okay, so then also with the tacos we're gonna need chips, tortilla, and we're also gonna need tomatoes, lettuce, cheese. I believe there's cheese in there, but I always like to make sure I get new cheese if I haven't been to the store in a while. I don't know, I'm weird like that. And we need some sour cream and some taco sauce and taco seasoning. Now, with these items like this, I don't mind buying regardless. There are some items that you'll find that you kind of will just replenish all the time, and that way if there's ever a time that you don't have enough money or they've ran out of something at the store, because trust me, Ortega has ran out at Kroger. They had like a recall or something and they took all things off the shelf, so I just never want to be caught like that again. So I just make sure I have those items regardless, that way I can have some backups to the backups. Okay. And these aren't expensive items to get either, so that's a good thing. All right, so we have our tacos, then our spaghetti. We need spaghetti. And we don't need any sauce because I have tons of spaghetti sauce in there. I do need an onion and a green pepper. And that's for my sauce. I add that in there for my sauce. We have 2 things of garlic toast in there, so I don't need any garlic toast at the moment. And we have fish sticks, we have rice, and we have vegetables in the cabinet. So this would be my list for this week that I would go and purchase. So now what I make sure is that I have things extra for Bubba's lunches. So we would need Kool-Aid Burst. We need some oranges, some grapes, and I always get a chip pack. And I think I can stop getting the really big box one unless it's on sale. I really don't have to worry about that one, so I won't do that, but we'll do the chip pack. And then something else down here, I usually can grab toilet paper cheaper when I'm getting my grocery at Kroger versus by itself sometimes. This is the thing. So I'll put this down here, toilet paper and paper towel, because we need to go ahead and get some of that. So here is my list, I believe. Oh, I forgot my drinks. White, peach, cranberry. Have you guys had that before? Oh my gosh, it is absolutely amazing. And then we need some, do I have a case of water? No, I have a case of water in my trunk that I need to bring in. And then I'll replenish it on the next time I go to get that extra thing of water. Oh, and I said I was going to try, and I just need a pack of bacon just in case. Maybe. I'm going to put this as kind of like a maybe item. If it's on sale, I'll get it. If it's not on sale, I'm not going to worry about it. So now what I'll do is I'll go onto the Kroger website and I'll do my purchases online and make sure I stay beneath my stuff. So I'll see if I can bring you guys over there. All right, so now it's time to shop with me. Yeah, we're not actually going to the store. We're going to go on the internet. So we're going to Kroger.com, and I love that it already kind of like starts your cart for you. That way you can get those items that you buy kind of frequently. On my app, I also have some of the like favorite items that I buy, and I can literally just load them all to my cart at one time. So I make sure I get like my breads, my cheeses, and my meats that I usually order, and I can just change the quantities as needed. So you guys know for this week I'm doing like a lot of turkey based foods, so I'll be buying 3 packs of those. I got my stuff for my tacos, and you see me adding in the toilet paper and the paper towel, so I'll be taking that money from my household items and just adding it to my grocery money when I go put it in my account on PayPal. So that's kind of how I do my online grocery shopping now that I have to go back to cash envelopes versus my digital cash envelopes. So I just purchase everything, I put it on my PayPal card, I get the cash back for doing that, 1% cash back for that, and then I go and deposit the total amount that I'll need into my bank account the next day, because there is a day lag time. I think I've told you guys that, or very like a lot very much a lot of times, but yeah, so I love this part because I can go through, I can click the coupons on here, it adds them automatically, and as you guys saw, like I'll end up getting my milk for free on this one because it was loaded to my card, and I think that's pretty cool. Then I'm just going through and adding like some of the items that I may have forgotten and seeing, making sure I grabbed everything. So I'll be clicking and going back through this whole thing. So now I just kind of got it opened up, making sure I've grabbed all my favorite items and didn't miss anything. And I think I kind of was like, oh, okay, do I want this Pepsi? No, don't get the Pepsi. So there are 4 pages for me, and like, yep, you see that, my Palmolive. But they didn't have spaghetti on there, so I had to get the spaghetti, and I could just click add and put that on there, and boom, it's right there. Then I needed to get oranges, so I just typed that in, and I was able to find my oranges. I think I ended up typing cuties. Yeah, I typed in cuties to find the cuties, which are the clementines, and they're a little bit more expensive this season, but I'm okay with that. They're perfect for me. I like to eat like 3 of them at a time. All that citrus I know is like probably really bad. And then now I'm looking for the cinnamon waffles. I wanted to get the bigger one instead of the 40 count. I wanted to get the 96 count, and that way I could maximize my dollars. And I was like doing some math here. The $2.49 for 40 ended up being like $5, $4.98, and I was going to be short 16 one of them, so I might as well get the $5.19. Yeah, that's how my brain works. So now I'm just going through my order and seeing all the things, like making sure I have everything. I was debating on that bacon. Ooh, $8.99 for bacon is a whole mess. Something else to note here, I forgot to take off allow substitutions, and it bit me in the butt this time because I did the Instacart, and they are not like professional shoppers. Like the Kroger people, they be knowing. So when I do my pickups, the Kroger people be like, oh no, this ain't what she wants, she want this, and they'll fix it and add it and all that. But this time they did not do that, so I don't know if I'll be using the Instacart anymore because it ended up charging me just a little bit more, and I didn't get all the items that I was expecting. So that's a whole thing. So now I'm just going through looking for the Lunchables because I totally forgot to get those when I was shopping, and I like these bigger ones because they fill my baby up and he's not hungry later. So I'm just looking for all of the Lunchable lunches. Okay. And you can see there's like tons of different ones, and they ended up not even having all the ones. Like I got excited because they had the chicken nugget ones and like the big ones and the unloaded or loaded, whatever. They had the chicken nugget ones available, but clearly they were not in the store, or either the guy just couldn't find them. I don't know, I am not here to judge, just saying. So yeah, this is pretty much how the process works, and I just go through and look, and I was making sure I counted 5 or 6 of them, just to make sure I had all of the ones for the week. So he would have them there. And I'm just reviewing and checking over everything, making sure I got all the goodies. And as you can see, my total was $116, and that was with the delivery included. So I just include that in my items. So yeah, thank you guys so much for doing my shopping with me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Mwah. Wait, is there more? No, there can't be more. Okay. make sure you click the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. And come shop with me again. All right, now here we go. Okay. All right. KK bye. Mwah. KK bye.